So, I've got my little helper. We're going to try and do a little bit of a photo shoot in the garden, a very quick one, because you don't have much patience, do you? So we're going to try and just use the natural light of the sun here whilst we're all in isolation. We've got no studio. The sun and a strobe light are essentially the same thing, so you put in them where you want in comparison to your subject. In this case, obviously we can't move the sun, so we're going to have to try and move around. So I'm going to do a backlight, a front light, and a couple of side lights, and see what gives us the best outcome. I don't have a bed sheet or anything to hand, so I can't really soften the light on this little photo shoot, but we're going to try and do that another day. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be in lockdown for another 3 or 4 weeks, so we'll have plenty of time, won't we, to try loads of things. So let's see how it goes. It's all you, man. All the background and everything. This isn't going to be anything spectacular. I just wanted to show you quick, using the sun, backlight, front light, side light, starting quickly with the light at the back. Nothing spectacular, just to show you guys the difference really between where you're shooting. So that was backlight, and see, obviously the light is coming from the back, same as you would in a studio. Let's quickly go for side light. I'll go over here. See him here now has a light. The light is coming from his right to left, which gives him not a bad shadow actually across his face. All right, quite nice, not too bad, especially because you've got no light on the fence panel at the back, so it does stand out from there, quite nice. Let's move him around to the back. So this is the light now coming face on. Usually not a great idea because of squinting, but if the light's not too powerful like now, it's quite late in the evening at the moment, so the light's not too strong, which is quite nice. I wanted to show you quick as well. Let's try and do side again. Try and do side light again, but with a brighter background than the last one. Let's see what happens. Maxie! That's probably, in my guess, going to be the best looking. You've not got the light too strong, so it's not going to be too powerful. It's not making him squint, but it's providing a really nice light, and you've got the light against the back of the fence. Let's go take him in and have a look. I am working in JPEG only. I do shoot RAW and JPEG. If you don't shoot RAW, for one reason or the other, because you don't know what it does or you don't know how to edit it, etc., I'm going to cover that in another video later on. But for argument's sake, for the light, keep it all the same. I'm just going JPEG for now, just to show you guys what we've got. Okay, so let's look at number 1. That is with the light at the back. Let's see which one we want to choose, so we'll go with this one. Okay, right, so as I said in the video, ignore the background. This isn't anything spectacular. I'm not trying to create anything to keep, just wanted to show you the light. So you can see from that, it's actually created quite a nice light. It's got a nice ring light, possibly a bit highlighted on the top of his head there, but you could easily fix that, and he's got a lovely bit of light coming around his arms and down his back, and keeps his face nice and bright. Now that's not edited at all, that is from the camera, straight JPEG. If I was to do it in RAW, I would make some adjustments to that. I would crop it as well, and to lose some of the top. I was shooting with a 50mm, so obviously to get the best out of that you'd have to move in and out yourself anyway, which I didn't do on this occasion, but as I say, nothing spectacular. Let's move on to the one with the dark fence at the back with the side light. Okay, so you can see from his face that he is quite bright. That's because the fence at the back is dark. So because the camera is on evaluative metering, it will take the average light conditions, in this case dark because of the fence. So anything that's highlighted is going to come out much brighter than it should. In this case, it's his face. It's not too bad. It is what I would call highlighted. If that was in RAW, it would be quite a nice picture. You could tone that down, lift the shadows a little bit and balance it out. It's not too bad. I mean, he's obviously he's standing out, and the shadows across his face aren't too bad. The one on his nose makes it look a little bit strange, but it's not bad. Okay, and then light at the front, so coming straight onto him. I think that's a little bit harsh. I think the light there is too hard. You can see a lot of his shadow just from his eyebrows, causing some shadow across his eyes. It makes his eyes look quite dark. It's not brought those out at all. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't think that's worked in that way. You can see the left side of his body is much better than the right. Maybe I didn't have him sat quite towards the light as much as I should, but I don't think that works very well. And then the light at the side, again but with a lighter background, is definitely the best picture. The whole picture is brighter, so you haven't got it's not as dark on the fence because the light is shining on the fence. So he's in the same light really. It's not got any harsh shadows on his face. I think that's really nice. It's nice and even. Obviously, if we weren't in lockdown, I'd go to the park and maybe do it, so you get a much nicer background rather than a fence and some weeds. But as I say, it's just trying to show you what to do really with the light. I think the important thing to learn from this is, if you're in your garden and you're doing this kind of thing, do a couple of test shots, move around, because that is clearly much nicer than any of the others. And all we've done, well, it took 3 or 4 minutes to do that, and you could do that one shot, click one shot, and it's okay, click another, it's until you find the right sort of light, and then it's just getting them looking in the right direction really. So I think that's really nice. In an ideal world, I would have shot raw and taken my time a bit with the editing. I'm not that interested in these photos, so I'm not going to do that. But I will do another video about that, possibly using these, possibly going to do some new ones, but we'll see. If you've liked the video, please like and subscribe, so I know to keep the videos coming. This is a new channel at the moment, so I'm trying to find some content whilst we're all at home in lockdown. I've got loads of ideas to keep coming, so let's get through it. See you soon.